So yeah, I took my surrogate son home with me. I'm his surrogate and I took him home. Welcome to Embracing Embryo. I'm Coco. I know you guys haven't seen me a lot throughout the journey, and that's because morning sickness was a beast. And I have a 2-year-old, a terrible 2-year-old, that took up a lot of my time. So being pregnant and sick and having a 2-year-old, yeah, I just wasn't able to keep up with the channel. I mean, I did write down a lot in my journal, and I did film some things, so I hope that I could still share my journey with you all and still help as many women as possible, because that was the purpose of this channel, just to share what I learned throughout my journey of IVF and pregnancy, even though this was my second pregnancy, but yeah, still. So yeah, you guys are here because I took my surrogate baby home. He's right here. Super crazy. This pandemic just changed a lot of things. So yeah, how did I get here? So it all started March 12th. His parents text me, hope all is well. We're shocked this morning that we heard Donald Trump close the borders for European citizens for the next 30 days. Terrible for us. We already had everything, everything organized, like his room and stuff, and then their way coming down here to Florida. I stay in Miami. Woo-hoo. Yeah, so they already had everything planned. It says, we would like to ask if you could take care of him until we can come. We're so sorry to make these circumstances for you, but we would be glad if you could help us in this way. We hope that the travel restrictions end the 11th of April and we can come directly to you all. We're so sorry for the bad news and we wish you all the best. So yeah, that was March 12th. And currently I'm filming this and it is May 18th. I'm one month I'm 1 month postpartum. So yeah, that was March 11th and it's May 18th and I still have him. Well, I was pregnant, but yeah, you guys get what I'm trying to say. So yeah, it all started there. So they asked if I could keep him. Of course I'm gonna keep him. If you guys trust, like, of course I'm gonna keep him. Why wouldn't I keep him? I carried him all this time. Why wouldn't I keep him? But I did talk to my lawyer when we did paperwork, and she's a surrogate lawyer, and she was saying like, yeah, a lot of surrogates are having this problem, surrogates and parents, because of COVID, the pandemic, and they can't come get their kids. And yeah, the state was taking them, or the parents would have to hire a private, what did she say, a private social worker to take the babies. A lot of surrogates didn't want to take the babies. At the time, I was her first surrogate to take the baby home, to agree to do that. And I don't understand how you're a surrogate. Like, why did you do surrogacy? Like, you should care enough for the parent and the baby to keep the baby. But I mean, to each his own. But yeah, at the time I was her first surrogate to keep the baby. I still have the baby. Yeah, so yeah. Okay, so it started with that, the travel restriction. So knowing that I was going to keep him or potentially keep him, because they did think that April 11th, within 30 days, the travel restriction would be lifted. So yeah, they did send money to put in an escrow account for baby items. So I did. I prepared to bring a baby home. I wasn't prepared mentally. I really wasn't prepared mentally. When I got the text message, I was really scared. It was so funny because we were watching the news earlier that day and I was at my sister's house and she was like, what if you have to take the baby? Like, what if you have to keep the baby? What if the parents can't come? And yeah, the parents stay in Germany. I don't know how much information I can say, because of course I can't say their names because of privacy, you know. I can't say their names. So yeah, they stay in Germany, and it was just so funny. She said that, and then later that night, well, yeah, later that night, because their morning is my night. So yeah, later that night I got the text message, would I be able to keep him? And that's just so crazy. So yeah. Oh my god, I don't even know. But yeah, I wasn't mentally prepared to bring a baby home, you know. During surrogacy, I was mentally prepared to go through IVF, be pregnant, and give the baby to his parents. That was my whole mental state from what, 9 months to 40 weeks of carrying the baby, and then I think it was 6 weeks of IVF, you know, poking yourself consistently. I think it was 6 weeks of that. So yeah, that whole time period, I was just preparing myself. I had already prepared myself mentally, like, yeah, this isn't my baby. I'm not coming home with the baby. So yeah, it really scared me just knowing I had to bring home a baby and he wasn't even my baby. Yeah, it was just a lot. And then knowing how I stayed up with my baby, because you have to be a parent to be a surrogate. Like, you have to already go through a pregnancy to be a surrogate. So just knowing what I went through with my baby, waking up in the middle of the night, yeah, I just wasn't ready for that. You're a walking zombie being a new parent. Yeah, I just wasn't mentally prepared for that. But you gotta get ready, you know? You gotta stay ready so you ain't gotta get ready. So yeah, so they put money in the account, so I went and bought all the baby items. I already had my daughter's crib still set up. She co-sleeps with me, so the crib was just sitting collecting dust. So I already had a crib. I bought a car seat, bought all the little toiletries I need, diapers, clothes, burp cloths. I bought everything for the baby, and the parents pay for everything. So during this time period, they did think that from the text message up into me being 39 weeks, which was, my due date was April 16th. So like, oh yeah, so a whole month, like April 11th. They were calling the embassy every day trying to figure out, and if you hear baby, that's my surrogate baby. So yeah, every day for a month they were trying to call the embassy to try and get here, because their child is a US citizen. He's born here. So they were trying to figure out if they could still come, because he's a US citizen, and I don't know what the travel restriction really is. I guess if you're with a US citizen and they have a passport, you can fly with them, maybe. I'm not for sure, don't quote me on that. But yeah, they were trying to come because their child is a US citizen. So yeah, that didn't work. Them calling the embassy, that didn't work. So April 11th or April 12th, I got the papers for guardianship. This is just crazy. Like, I'm really his surrogate, and I'm really taking care of him. So yeah, I got the papers for guardianship and signed them. A week later, gave birth to him, and called the parents. If you guys watch my birth vlog, it's no audio because the parents, is really a FaceTime call, and the parents are on the phone and the audio didn't record. But that's fine, you guys don't need to hear the voices anyway. So yeah, and if you haven't, go watch the birth vlog. It was really crazy. That whole, yeah, I fired my doctor in the middle of birth. Well, I wasn't in birth yet. Well, go watch my birth vlog, okay? So yeah, gave birth. They got to see everything. They got to see everything, see their baby being born, which was good for all of us. And while I was in the hospital, the nurses just were crazy. Like, how are you keeping the baby? You're not gonna get attached. Like, that's a question I get a lot, not just from them, from my family and friends too. So yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get attached. My mom was like, how could you? Well, my mom gets me doing it now, but when I was in the process of being a surrogate, how could you carry somebody's baby? Aren't you gonna get attached? Like, I couldn't give away anything that I carried. So mentally, from being a surrogate, I was already ready. Well, I already knew this is not my baby. I have to give him away, or he, she, whatever it was gonna be. It doesn't matter. It's not my child. I'm carrying this to give somebody else a blessing, and this is their child. So no, even though he's here physically, no, I don't think I'm gonna get attached. I still know that this is not my child. I talk to his parents every day, send pictures. They get to see him every day. So yeah, no, this isn't my baby. I feel like a nanny or a long-term babysitter, I guess. Yeah, this isn't my baby. No, I don't think I'm gonna be attached. And I say think because I really don't think so, but you never know how you're. No, I'm not gonna be attached. This isn't my baby. So yeah, I even had a nurse say I'm gonna get postpartum depression. No, I'm not. This isn't my child. Taking him to the doctor was super crazy because the nurses there said the same thing, or everybody was so intrigued, like, how could you do this? And I don't know if it was me and I couldn't carry a child or whatever, and I had to get a surrogate and I wasn't able to get my child. If I trusted my surrogate to carry my child, I would trust my surrogate to keep my child. And if I was in their situation, I would want my surrogate to do the same thing that I'm doing. Like, I wouldn't want my baby to be stranded, or a social worker has to take my child. Again, I would want my child with somebody that I already trust. And I'm doing this just to help them out. I really, really like I can't even call them intended parents because they're parents now. I just have their baby. So yeah, I really, really like my surrogate baby's parents. Yeah, I don't know what terminology to really use. This is just so crazy. Like, I really have my surrogate son, and I say that he's not my son. I just have to, I don't know what terminology to really use. My surrogate baby, I guess. So yeah, I'm keeping him until they're hopeful August they'll be able to come. And today is May 18th, so August. So yeah, I'll have him for some months. It's fine. Again, like I said, I feel like I'm a babysitter, and my whole life I've been an aunt since I was 6. And yeah, I don't know, I just feel like this is my calling, this is my purpose in life, and it's fine that I keep him. I'm just doing God's work. Like, I'm just doing my purpose. Like, yeah, I've been babysitting my whole life. Like, that's my purpose. I even have a degree in early childhood education. Yeah, this is just my purpose. So yeah, I don't look at it, it's not weird for me. It's just I took my surrogate baby home. We're in a pandemic, his parents can't get him, and I'm just helping out, doing what I'm supposed to do. That's it. So yeah, I really wish I could show you guys him, but for privacy purposes I really can't. But yeah, let me show you guys my postpartum body, I guess. Yeah, my postpartum body. Let me show you guys. He's so cute. I wish you guys could see him. We call him handsome or future. He's super, super cute. But yeah, let me show you guys my body. 1 month postpartum. Hey mom. It's really a baby.